What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great, dropping another edition of All Sports Media TV. But first, I want to say, I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, you might can see it in my face, but I guess I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it, man. Three division world champion, current WBC lightweight world champion, Sugar Shakur Stevenson. 21 wins, no losses, no draws, 10 wins by way of knockout. He was last in the ring against Edwin De Los Santos, and everybody in the world could have picked him to win that fight, but not in that fashion. I went back, I did a live stream on that video. Man, it was a hard fight to watch. I almost fell asleep on my live stream, being totally honest. I met Shakur Stevenson. He's a cool guy. You can even see it in my picture on my profile on here. Cool cat, man. One of the best skilled boxers out there. Southpaw, um, good ring IQ, good feet, quick hands, adequate power. Um, can definitely hit, not get hit, can make you miss. Very solid defensive fighter. But in this last fight with Edwin De Los Santos, he went into this fight with, I guess you could say, a broken knuckle. I want to say after the fight, you can see his hand all swole up and stuff. Why you go into the fight and not push it back? I don't know. But in that fight, they set the record for the least amount of punches landed in that fight, only to be broken by Devin Haney a little while after. And the difference between the two fights, Shakur Stevenson landed like 65 total punches in the whole fight, and I believe 41 of those punches were jabs, meaning he wasn't letting that left hand go. It was hurting him. So why not postpone the fight? He was making Edwin De Los Santos miss. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh man, y'all don't know what y'all looking for. This guy, he was making a miss and this and that and that." But understand, this is why a part of why people aren't lining up to fight you. Not just because you're good and they think they're gonna lose, but because there is no excitement to it. Shakur Stevenson moved up into the lightweight division and was stagnant for a while because he couldn't get a fight. He finally got a fight with Yoshino, and he dropped him, stopped him, showed why he is that guy, can be that guy, the boogeyman in that division, as some people say he could be. Then he was stagnant for a little while after because he couldn't get a fight. At one point, they were talking about he was going to fight Eastside Pitbull Cruz. That didn't go. Then they were talking about Manuel Navarrete moving up to face him after he fought his last fight or before his last fight. That didn't go. Then on the Maxie Hughes versus George Kambosos card, I was there ringside, and Shakur Stevenson was there in the building supporting his friend, Keyshawn Davis. Cracked a funny with him. I said, "Hey, tell Haney to send the contract." He's like, "Yeah, we knew that wasn't gonna happen." Then he got into a jawing match with George Kambosos right after this fight, letting him know, "Hey, I don't think you can mess with me, man. I feel like I'm the best." Blah 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 blah. George Kambosos' managers was telling him, "You should have took the 25% with Devin Haney." He didn't get the fight with George Kambosos, and he didn't get the fight with Lomachenko. So what does that tell you, man? As great as a boxer I think he is, he's doing himself his own disservice. And it's in part because Top Rank ESPN, they do have lightweight fighters. They do have a good stable. Why these fights are not getting made, I don't know. Then Shakur Stevenson goes on this rant on Twitter, X, about he's retiring, he's done with boxing, tired of people getting fights, and he's not getting fights. Now he's unretired. And his next fight, he said, we'll see you in June. So which is it? You retired, you retired, but you were still in the lab helping people. Now you just love it so much that you're back in June. Apparently, he had a sit down with Bob Arum or a meeting with Bob Arum, and they got things worked out to where he can get the money and he can get the fights. Which is it? Are they going to announce he's going to have a title unification or a title fight with Emmanuel Navarrete? You know, he's the WBO champion. He move up. He'll be first in line to challenge for that title. And Shakur Stevenson, he's the WBC lightweight champion. They can unify the titles right there. That'll be a fight in June. And he did say that he wants the winner of George Kambosos versus Vasily Lomachenko. That could be another title unification. 3 titles right there. The only title left will be Gervonta Tank Davis. We all know Gervonta Tank Davis, regardless of what he does, if that comes to fruition in that order, he's still the A side. He's still the cash cow from 140 down. So if that ever comes about and it gets to that point, I don't want to hear Shakur Stevenson on Twitter crying about, oh, he won't take this deal, he won't take that deal, he's trying to undercut. You know you're the B side in that fight. You can be the A side against Navarrete, against Lomachenko, against George Kambosos. Clearly, you can be the A side. But in order to do so, I think, honestly, you need to rematch Elwin De Los Santos. Knock him out. Get that stock back up. Same thing I told one of my best friends. Yeah, he put on a great defensive display. But what no, you can hear the crowd booing. Nobody paying attention to that mess. I'm sitting there doing a live stream trying to talk to my people on YouTube, falling asleep. I was like that. Come on, man. Rematch Elvin De Los Santos or give us a good show with whoever you got going. That's all I got for you guys. Let me know what y'all think about this situation, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.